My name is NuMi. I am a 41-year-old mother of 4 children from Canada, and this is my journey on weight loss. Hi guys, and welcome to my 61-week post-op RNY gastric bypass update. My surgery took place on March the 2nd, 2018 at the Guelph General Hospital here in Ontario, Canada. My highest weight was 392 pounds, my surgery weight was 317 pounds, and my current weight you'll have to wait to find out later on in this video. Alright, well, it's been a busy week. As you all know, I have been starting the process of getting a job. Well, that process is started. On Wednesday, I went for 7.5 hours worth of CBL training, which is Computer Learning Basics, or Computer Basics Learning, whatever. It was just to familiarize myself with the company and just, again, it was so much information to absorb in that amount of time. Half of it I'll probably forget, but I mean, half of it didn't even have anything to do with my department. So again, I'm working in the pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy sales associate. So they taught us how to palletize and compost and all these other things that I probably won't ever be doing, but it's still information that needed to be learned regardless before they allowed me out on the floor. Anyways, that was on Wednesday. They told me to come back in on Friday for cash training to learn more about the cash register and whatnot. It didn't teach me anything about how to cash out prescriptions though. That was a totally different area. A lot of the stuff they taught was stuff that has to do with the front end cashiers. They have to cash out and weigh produce and, you know, grocery items and take off those little spider tags and whatnot. Well, that kind of stuff I don't do in my area. So again, I learned a lot of information that had nothing to do with my specific area. That's one thing I would suggest for them to fix with the whole learning basics. They should be more catered to the actual position you're applying for. I mean, it's great knowledge to have, but a lot of it was just wasted time because I really didn't learn what I needed to know for my specific area. That came later with the hands-on training, which I'll get into next. Well, after I passed both days of my training, again, you needed to have 80% correct of each question that you do. So I didn't get a perfect 100 on all. Some of them I just passed. Even the human resources sat down with me to help me, and my boss did. Apparently the day that I came, it missed a complete review that's supposed to come before the actual assessment. And so I was doing the whole questionnaire thing blind. It popped me right into just answering these questions, the actual test. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I never reviewed any of this information. So she sat down with me to try and answer them with me. Even she got some of them wrong. So, but it's all good. I ended up passing anyways. My manager, she's the one who emailed me and told me she wanted me to come in for Saturday and Sunday. And then I panicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to start on the busiest days of the week, Saturday and Sunday. I was like, oh my gosh, anxiety just started to build. But I went in anyways. It was from 11 to 3. My first day. Because again, I'm just part-time right now, starting out, so I went in, I clocked in, I have my little name tag, which I swipe and I clock in. I'm on break right now. And then I went to my area and I was greeted with a lovely young lady who was phenomenal, by the way. She was so sweet and so good at what she did. Everybody was so nice here and so patient with me. I'm so happy to be working in this department. I seriously think it's the best department in this entire store because everybody is just so kind and friendly and helpful. Even when, you know, people are just walking down the aisles or whatever, they will go above and beyond and go and ask them if they need help with anything. A lot of times people will say no, but other times people will be like, yes, I need this and I need this. That's another thing I need to learn, is where everything is. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Actually, I think I did very well in that area. But the one area I'm having trouble with right now is cash. My duties are people who've had their prescriptions ordered, they come to pick them up. So I have to go get them the prescription. I have to punch in the information in the computer and it spits it all up. I have to confirm that this is the person and this is the prescription they're here to pick up. And then I have to punch it all in the computer and scan the item and ask them if they've used this medication before, and if they haven't, I address them to if they would like to speak to the pharmacist on how to use the prescription. The information's all there with the prescription, and then I have to go over to the cash register, punch in a certain number to state that it's a prescription that I'm cashing out. And if they have other items that they want to buy on top of the prescription, I have to let that go through normal as well. I scan the items and all of these things I have to remember. And using the cash register, each person has their own login. So we have to sign into the cash register when we go to use it. So that's something I need to work on as well. I didn't memorize my login at the time, so now I think I have it, but we'll see. Yes, I have to cash people out, which is the most scariest thing for me because I do not want to make an error, but it's going to happen. I was also in training with another lady, which was wonderful because she knew what she was doing. Again, it was her first day there, but she's worked in cash before, so she knew the general idea on how to run it. So she was like, she caught on like that. But I think my next shift, I'm going to try and focus more on cash because there's so many things you have to remember. But I'm sure with time, I'll get used to it. They kept reassuring me if there's any questions, if I need help with anything whatsoever, even just pointing a customer in the right direction, to ask, like if I don't know the answer. But don't just point them in the right direction unless it's in the first couple aisles in front of them. Actually physically go with the person and show them the selection and, make suggestions and whatnot, which I've had to do. And it's funny because a woman came in just yesterday, and she was a mom, and she was she's breastfeeding her baby, and she wants to lose a little bit of weight because she just had a baby, and she was asking about nutrition supplements because she wanted to perhaps start on Slim Fast or something like that to help her lose a few pounds. And so I suggested because she said that her problem was snacking late at night. So I suggested that she tried the Premier Protein because it has 30 grams of protein in it, and a lot of us, weight loss patients use this form of nutrition. So I figured it's got to be healthy. It has lots of protein and it's going to keep her full longer, and it was actually cheaper than the Slim Fast as well, for over double the amount of protein, because in the Slim Fast there was like 12 grams of protein for the shake, and these had 30 grams. So that was her problem. She was always hungry. So I suggested that to her, and I explained to her that I breastfed my 4 kids as well. So I totally understand that, they say when you breastfeed, it's supposed to help you lose weight, but it doesn't happen like that for all of us. Some of us is a little bit harder, and she was my size too, but she would like to lose a few pounds. And so I helped her get that, and she says, I'm sold. Thank you so much for your help. And it made me feel so good inside. And there's other things, like this elderly gentleman, he was just looking for deodorant, but he wanted the aerosol spray. So I guided him over to that area. And one little old lady, she asked for hair coloring and wanted me to suggest a color for her. So I walked her over to the hair dye, and I looked at her hair color and found one that looked perfect for her, because her hair was like a dark brown black, almost my color, well, without my gray. She had less gray than me, but she picked one that had like red and auburn in it. So I said, no, this is not your color. So I helped her with that too, but it felt so good to help these people. They walked away happy. And there was one guy who came in, he was fully dressed in like a tuxedo with a red bow tie, and I'm like, you look really dapper today, sir. Right on, and he's like, I'm a magician. And I'm just on my break right now, and I'm like, that is totally cool. So I start up conversations with all these people and make them feel welcome and comfortable, and try to assist them when I can. And there's some things that I don't know, like people will ask for batteries or tissue paper, which is not in our area whatsoever. So I have to tell them that'll be in the grocery aisle or over in electronics. I don't know where everything is right now, but I make, a closest guess that I can. And I tell them, if you cannot find it over there, ask someone in that section and they'll be able to assist you. So yeah, I think helping customers in that aspect, I'm doing okay with. That one, like, again, I love talking to people, I just feel comfortable in that area. But dealing with cash register is my biggest fear. I don't like that part. But I'm hoping to learn, I'm hoping to get better, and I'm hoping to love it. I've always wanted to learn that. It's just, it makes me very nervous, because if you make a mistake, if it's over $100 worth of a mistake, because you can accidentally swipe something in twice. And if you do that, you have to page a customer service manager to come and void that transaction. You can't do that yourself, because it's anything over $50 has to be, anything under 50 you can void yourself, but anything over $50 you have to ask the customer service manager to come and help, which sometimes takes time, and you do not want to let your customer wait. You want to get them in and out as quickly as possible. So yeah, it's been a fun learning experience. I hope that I catch on with cash soon. Again, it was just my second day, but I got in my first and second shift so far. And my second day shift, it was a young gentleman who was helping me, and he taught me how to, like, after emptying all the boxes and shelving them and stuff, we have to bring all the cardboard to the back for it to be pressed. So he says it's good for us to break up the boxes first and not just leave them whole. So we do that, and we take it to the very back of the store, and they have this great big press thing, and it will compact it all and have it all bound up so they can dispose for recycling after. So I got to learn that, and he's a Game of Thrones fan, by the way, too. So that struck up a conversation, but he was super sweet and helpful, just like the lady on day one as well. So everybody is so nice, and they understand. He was explaining to me for his entire first month, he was telling people it was his first day. So when he didn't know something, they would understand. And that did help when I didn't know something I explained that as well, and they said, don't worry about it, I'll find it on my own. I'm like, I can go ask somebody else who will be able to help you if you like. And they're like, no, it's okay. You know, you'll get that. But a lot of it was, I was having so much fun, honestly. It felt good to help people and do things. Like, it didn't feel like work to me. And I love that. I'm hoping it stays that way. But, you know, again, the novelty may wear off later on. I don't know. But I'm still excited to be there. I'm so excited that they even gave me a chance. So I got an email. Well, actually, all of us associates, we exchanged phone numbers so they can text us and whatnot. If we're gonna be late, you know, or if they're gonna be late, we can keep in contact instead of just emails, because not everybody checks their emails. I'm like right away. I'm bad for that as well. Anyways, everything on the work front is going good so far. They've scheduled me to come in on Wednesday and Friday, so I'm off Monday and Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm starting out slow. She explained to me that they are overstaffed now because they did hire on 2 new people, and so they're trying to give us an even amount of hours. And I'm like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm happy if I get at least just 1 day a week. I'm perfectly fine with that for now, you know, until things get settled or people want to take more time off. You know, I'm here. My schedule's completely open. I have no commitments with anything. You know, my kids are all grown. They don't need me now. So I'm open from Monday to Sunday. So that makes their job a lot easier when scheduling, you know, needing somebody to come fill in. They can just call me. So yeah, that's one bonus of not having any obligations. So I go in on Wednesday and Friday next from 12 to 4. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try and do more cash because I need to get comfortable with that. I've been shying away from it purposefully because I've been so nervous, but I need to get used to it. So it's time. I can't keep dodging that and just working stock and, you know, helping customers and stuff like that. I have to learn every part of my job, and cash is part of it. So yeah. Anyways, let's jump into my weigh-in for this week, shall we? £181. As you can see, I maintained this week, which is phenomenal. I'm happy with that because I thought that I would have probably gained a couple pounds at least, because usually after a big whoosh that I experienced last week, 6.8, almost 7 pounds lost last week. And yeah, my body's got to catch up with itself right now. So I expect, since I've maintained this week, next week will probably be a gain of a few pounds. We'll see how it goes. You never know. Now that I'm working and I walk to work and I walk home, I'm getting in my steps, by the way. I'm getting in almost 10,000 steps a day now, which I never do. Even with going to the gym, I never get in the steps because I don't do the treadmill. And I don't really walk that much. So the walking is definitely going to help on the days in between of going to the gym and whatnot, you know, because I haven't been going to the gym every single day. And yeah, I know I need to incorporate that more again. But this first week, I wanted to focus my attention on my job. I didn't want to be sore as well for my first days at work. I want to be strong. Just like we had beautiful weather, I wanted to do the lake trail, but I didn't want blisters on my feet and my feet to be aching since I have to be standing at work. Just all these things I had to take into account. But yeah, just taking it one day at a time. I am going to make it to the gym today. Since there's no excuses, I'm off. I need to get my nails redone. They're too long. They never told me I need to, but I feel like they're too long. I need to get them shortened and refilled. And yeah, for personal preference, especially when I'm dealing with cash and computers, I need to I don't want to punch something because my nail's too long and it slipped, or if it's making things too slow, because I did find it's a little hard and tricky to work with them. Because it's not just like a computer, it's a legit, you know, cash register type deal thing. And my nails are just, yeah. So I want to get them shortened a little bit, because there you can see, look at the regrowth already. Yeah, so I got to get them filled in, shortened a little bit. And my doctor also called last week about my blood work. I need to get my blood work redone, so I'll either do that later today after the gym as well, or tomorrow. The labs is close to the nail salon, so whenever I go to either one, I'm gonna knock both out at the same time. Let's get into my belly shot for this week, shall we? I'm gonna show you a comparison of my belly shot and what I look like with my shapewear, so you could see with and without on the difference it makes with me wearing my shapewear. It's crazy. I am so happy I have that, because I swear to God, I would be looking like a melted marshmallow. You see the difference? Yeah, without the shapewear, it's just blah, blah, just hanging everywhere. But with it, it smooths everything out. I think I need a smaller shapewear, but the ones that they have there at Walmart that I've been wearing, this is the smallest size it'll go. So I did end up getting a new one in the smallest size, but with a D cup, because I found the C cup was too tight. And it just, I don't know, this one gives me more room to make me look more natural. The other one's like holding my skin in tight, and it looks like I literally have nothing. I really don't have much of anything to begin with. It's all skin, but I wanted a more natural, womanly look. I don't know. Yeah. I want them to droop a little bit, but not like down to my ankles, you know what I mean? Sorry, I know that's TMI, but last week was really, really good, and I'm hoping this week is good as well. Last week, again, with all the training and stuff, it was extremely busy. It took up a lot of my time, and I'm falling behind on videos again. And if you've noticed, my Instagram has been pretty dead. I haven't taken any pictures or videos or anything to update on there either. I wanted to save it mostly for this video, so people who wanted to know what's going on are gonna come and watch, you know. Again, the video's probably too long because I rambled too much, but yeah, things are going good so far. Anyways, hopefully it stays that way and it just gets better. I'm still nervous, but that's gonna eventually go away in time, I'm sure, you know, once I get comfortable. So yeah, but I'm excited to be there, and I'm so thrilled that they were giving me a chance, even knowing that I have no experience. So I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity, and hopefully I don't get fired. I don't know. I don't think I will, but if it's between me and the other girl who they hired, she would trump me for sure, because she's just flying around that place. She's really good at what she does. Yeah, I got to get in there, take initiative, and just show them that I'm interested in wanting to learn and stepping out of my comfort zone and asking questions, and there's no dumb questions, they said. So yeah, I just hate bothering people. That's the problem. I feel like I should know this by now. I shouldn't be asking you, you know, I don't want to be judged on that, but they're assuring me don't even worry about it. So I'm so glad I have this team to work with, because they're definitely helping make me feel more comfortable. But anyways, that's probably it for this week. I'm sorry I rambled on. It's been like 26 minutes. Hopefully I'll cut that down some, because nobody wants to sit through that long. I'm going to go now before I continue talking. So you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now, guys.